society can...
People always say, the future will be better. They believe the hardships of the present fade with the passage of time. And so we hope, waiting for a future brighter than today. But Sarah, remember this.
This reminds me of stories we heard, that there used to be a great city on Grand Pulse. I bet this is what these ruins are.
What happened to it?
No one's been able...
Keep your wits about you. There's no telling what kind of monsters the Paradox has let loose in here.
You said the Paradox. Are you talking about the eclipse?
Yes, the great Fal'Cie, Vanille, blocked out the sun. It was predicted he would appear 200 years from now. Which means?
Which means his appearance now indicates some sort of time distortion, right?
You don't think... Could the Mughals be staging an invasion into the human world?
I see you're onto our fiendish plans.
This can't be happening. We have to organize a resistance immediately and prepare to face this new threat.
Wow. Are you guys enjoying yourselves?
I thought I was going to be assigned to a research lab. Enough!
All our dreams can come true.
These beasts that appear from the Paradox, where do they originate from? These beasts that appear from the Paradox, where do they originate from? Do they come from another time? Or from another dimension?
Are we not allowed to go inside?
I'm very sorry.
Is it dead?
We're being dragged in!
It was a shock seeing Hope grown older than me. but he was still the same Hope I knew. Lightning, Hope listened to my story without saying a word. I told him about how I'm the only one who remembers your smile on the plain of Grand Pulse. Tell me, Hope, what made you join the Academy?
A sense of duty. Vanille, Fang, Lightning, they turned to Crystal so that we might live. It was an enormous sacrifice.
My sister and the others. I think they wanted to preserve life. They gave us a chance to live again.
This is a... They put the future in our hands. We're in a position to build a society. That's the gift we've been given. Sarah, you've just stepped in. You must be curious.
You're the boss here, Hope? You guys seem about the same age.
Yes, but age has nothing to do with seniority. When I was still a trainee, Director XIII was already leading a full team.
I wish you would stop making a big deal out of it, though.
But you've earned your position, Director.
Guests of yours, Director?
Thank you.
Isn't the Academy a research institute? Why do you need so many soldiers?
Without the Fal'Cie around, we have to be able to protect ourselves. And that means guns.
The time distortions spawn hostile creatures. Until we can resolve the paradox, we need military force to repel threats. These armed patrols are essential for our safety.
This place is off limits to the public. This place is off limits.
I just don't want anyone else to become a victim of accidental...
It's hard to believe it's really been...
How's your dad doing? Snow told me that he helped out Lightning and everyone, even when it wasn't the safest thing to do.
He's doing well. He actually worked with the provisional government to help found the Academy.
So your dad is pretty busy, huh?
Right up until he retired. Decided it was about time. He says it's in the hands of the younger generation now. My decision to join the Academy is my way of following in his footsteps. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Hope, do you still think my sister is
I wonder how the others...
Actually, Hope, we...
I wish I'd been at the Brescia ruins back then.
Don't work yourself too hard.
I just don't want anyone else to become a victim of accidental time.
It's been 10 years.
I wonder how...
We've been out of time. Saz took... Then suddenly...
Look at us.
Saz and... I'm glad...
For everyone else, 7 years have passed since we started out. I wonder how they're all doing back in the village.
In New Bodom? Oh, you mean Snow's friends, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, wait, but don't tell me, please.
Yeah, you'll be going home. And Lightning will be with you.
Right. Back to my own time. And I don't think I want to know what happens in the future.
I wonder how the others are doing.
This is some kind of ancient city, right?
The city of Padra.
So this nation, Padra? Their leader was Osiris, right?
Yes. The seeress would read the fates, see the future, and guide her country.
Yule.
This place is off.
Here.
Thanks.
You've traveled through time. I suppose it's not surprising you know about these things. The power to rule was passed down. Here. This is what lies at the heart of our paradox. The Oracle Drive. We've been giving it careful study. The device was excavated from an ancient part of the ruins. We used carbon dating methods to determine age. The device and the recording stored within.
Was that my sister? During the years that passed as we traveled outside time and space, Hope had devoted himself to his research, trying.
You understand why I wanted to show you the Oracle Drive?
I think I do.
Yes. It's not much of a clue. And I wanted you to see how...
The conflict you have seen is a war that cannot be won. Only one who hails from the same tribe as the champion has a chance to defeat him.
Sarah? Is everything okay?
Sometimes I hear a girl's voice speaking inside my mind, but it's cryptic, like a prophecy.
A prophecy? Interesting. Perhaps you have a touch of Farseer ability. We've still barely scratched...
I've never heard of just two people defeating a behemoth. That's impressive. Military.
There's no way I could live in a place like this.
Here. This must be the gate Hope was talking about.
Maybe. Yeah? What?
There's something on your mind.
Yeah, well, sure, but it's just personal stuff.
Is it about the seeress?
That's right. Nice guess.
It must be so strange to be able to see beyond your own present.
That reminds me of something Lightning told me. She said that from Valhalla, you can see all of history.
If that's true, then the Padre Cirrus and Lightning have seen the same things. Which means Lightning already knows what's going to happen to us.
Ever.
This was their home. But now they're frozen in Cocoon's crystal pillar, never to return. They slept for centuries. And then they awoke again, in our time. Though they came from Grand Pulse, they became Cocoon's saviors.
So you're saying they traveled through time to save the future?
Yeah, I guess they did in a way. Like an oracle drive.
Yeah.
Stop.
Sarah!
Lightning. Sarah, I'm sorry.
Hey, the apologies can wait. We got a wedding to plan, right?
Snow, you don't
Right?
round, do you?
Like, come on. What do you say? Lightning, I swear to you, I will make her happy.
I believe you.
My memories. They're real, aren't they? How can they be? The prophecy. It's been changed.
But that's impossible.
If you change the future, you change the past.
It keeps changing?
Change is the constant.
Caius.
I have seen you. I have seen you both.
You...
What? You mean Osiris?
I am not the Yule you know.
But...
You must understand, there are many Yules.
Caius...
Wait. I saw you. My sister was fighting you.
What are you doing here in this time?
I learned of your journey, leaping back and forth along the timeline. Yule has been watching everything you do.
No. She's been watching us?
Yes. I see you understand the significance of that. Then you must also understand that I am here for a reason. Your actions have necessitated the strictest sanctions.
Behold the heart of chaos! Fall into Chin up!
In the instant Caius was defeated, the effects rippled down the timeline. In the village of Erba, Sarah and Noel see that things are not as they were before. Twisted mockeries of humans sprawl lifeless among the buildings. The scars of war that should have long since faded appear fresh and raw. Is this the world of the past, or is it the reflection of someone's memory? Sarah hears a faint voice calling her and sets off to investigate.
When we came to, we found ourselves in the town of Erba. We were in a world that had been devastated by the War of Transgression, hundreds of years before I was born. All traces of humanity were replaced with monstrous Seath. People had been stripped of their normal lives. Denied even a human death, they wandered the ruins of their home. I thought I heard a faint whisper, a familiar voice. Could it be the voice of someone who lived here long ago? The voice of someone begging to be heard?
The war against Cocoon, it was inevitable. The army of Grand Pulse was annihilated by the overwhelming power of the Fal'Cie. Countless lives were lost. But I didn't fight. I couldn't. Not even to protect my friends, the people I love. To hate, to hurt, to destroy, I refused to accept my focus. I was sad. I was scared. That's why I decided to run. I left Fang to deal with everything. We vowed to protect each other, and I broke that promise. I'm the reason. I'm the reason Fang was forced to carry the burden of the monster. Of Ragnarok. Because I was weak. Because I abandoned her. Fang, where are you? I have to make up for what I did. Or else...
Vanille? Is that you?
So the voice you heard before?
It belonged to Vanille, Kubo.
Vanille, listen. I know what it's like. You're trapped in crystal, but your soul is still alive. You're sleeping, but your thoughts are still awake. I know, because I experienced that too. I can feel your pain. I can feel your sorrow, your grief, and your remorse. I know there's someone you want to apologize to. Can you give us some time? I promise we'll find Fang and bring her here, so you can tell her how you feel.
Thank you. I know that one day we'll be released again. Only then can we ask for forgiveness. That is the fate time has in store for us. But fate also brought you here to this place, to hear my plea. All roads are connected, somehow. And they all lead to a time of salvation, when imprisoned souls will be freed. They all lead to the end of the world, and a new beginning.